Time for the KSL In-depth.
The disaster in Texas.
Just hold on. We got you. It's all right. There you go.
In-depth coverage on KSL News Radio.
Friends, you've seen the video clips on the news, you've heard the sound bites, but they hardly do justice to what's happening on the ground in and around Houston. Today, our reporter, Marc Giauque, has been on the heels of rescuers as they continue this monumental effort to pull people out of their flooded homes. Marc is joining me live now on the KSL Newsline. What is the most amazing thing you've seen today?
Well, actually, it was surprising. I say one of the most surprising things was that these rescues are still going on. We're talking days after the storm, but the FEMA director came on this morning and said, you know what, we are still in a very active search and rescue process, and indeed they were. It wasn't too far from downtown Houston to the west and to the south a little bit, where rising waters, because of releases from levees and dams, were flooding new neighborhoods. And some of these people who thought that they, had escaped the danger from the storm, all of a sudden found themselves under evacuation orders, but and also having to wade out or boat out to get to dry land. And we followed one woman in. She had come out already with one trip with some belongings and things like that and some of her pets, but she had other pets at home, so she waded back through waist-deep water through a hole they had knocked in their fence in the backyard, got their dog and a couple of other cats and got them in a kennel, and in fact they used a baby stroller to get a small dog out and got him out and got to safety.
Marc, are some of these people that you're seeing the folks who said, I'm going to ride this out at home, and then the waters started rising and they were basically flooded out of their homes? Literally, is that who you're talking to?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people who, were safe, and really they only gave the evacuation orders, recently. It's maybe Monday night they started telling these people they needed to prepare, and however, a lot of them did decide that they could hold out in their homes and hopefully, not get water in. But when that water started coming in, some of them even decided to stay then. But this woman I spoke with today basically said, you know what, when it got so big and I realized my first floor was so heavily damaged, we still had power and everything like that, because I didn't want to stay a night in a house with all that water underneath me. And so they left. She's staying with a relative, and then she's going to get back when things dry out and assess the damage.
Marc Giauque is working overtime in Houston, telling the story of Utahns working on rescue. Thanks so much, Marc.